International Roma Conference was organized at National Museum by the ARSP and ICCR to commemorate the millennium of migration of Romas from India. The conference was organized with a view to create awareness amongst Indians about the Roma and to sensitize them about Roma's Indian origin.
This conference and exhibition aims at commemorating the moments of pain and agony. We wish to revive the forgotten page of history, to remind the people of India that they have millions of brothers and sisters who are still marginalized in spite of living in those countries of migration for 1,000 years. They are not given opportunities for education and training, though they are born artists. Roma scholars and activists, politicians and artists, poets and journalists, who all have gathered here on our invitation from 14 countries to discuss intensely all aspects of Roma life and find out a way forward to solve the problems, to bring them close to India, to inspire and educate the Indian academicians and students to study and do research on the related fields. We are proud of you, Roma brothers and sisters, that in spite of extreme torture and genocide and being demeaned, you have retained your Romani language, the traditions and customs, the music and dance, some professions, and above all, the attitude towards life, which was never understood by the power hungry for 1,000 years.
They are known as people who do not know boundaries. In India, when we have been talking about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and world is family, it was very natural that these citizens of the world are invited, are received over here with warmth, love and affection, and we interact with them, try and understand and cultivate greater harmony. Secondly, I believe these kinds of conferences also give us an opportunity to understand the commonalities between our cultures. And there are many, as many of us have realized, and such understanding of the commonalities strengthens the mutual sense of fraternity and fellow feeling. For that also, this conference becomes very, very important. Thirdly, in today's world where we are facing all kinds of environment-related issues, majorly there is talk about climate change and related aspects of environmental hazards. I believe the nature worshippers need to be more profoundly understood. In the 19th century, Henry David Thoreau of the Walden fame made headlines, and very naturally his thoughts were received very warmly by one and all world over. He became kind of a trendsetter. But here in India, and especially with the communities belonging to the Roma, there are number of people who have been leaving what Henry David Thoreau had realized in the 19th century. And therefore, it would not be wrong to suggest that the way of green living moves through saffron thinking, through the thinking that has generated in India, which considers nature as a partner in the progress of humanity. And therefore, I believe in a world where we are facing multiple kinds of crises, and I believe there are 4 crises which are haunting the humanity today, world over. And I believe the lifestyles, and not only the lifestyle, the philosophy behind that has been adopted by the Romas on the one hand and those here in India on the other hand, has all the potential of providing answers, providing solutions to these crises. And what are they? I believe world over we are finding societies facing a grave crisis of purpose. Societies, individuals, groups, communities. There is a profound crisis of purpose. And I believe both people from India and those from the Roma communities can provide an answer to this, because they have found an answer in a way. The other crisis is the crisis of authenticity. Everywhere we are seeing so much of artificiality, so much of contrivedness, that it becomes very difficult to decipher as to what is original and what is spurious. And therefore this crisis of authenticity, I believe, again, it's something to which civilizations like that of India and the civilizations, in a way strengthened by the Roma communities, certainly have the potential to provide an answer. Emanating from this crisis is the third crisis, which is the crisis of ownership. And who else but the nature worshippers can provide a strong solution, a workable solution to this crisis of ownership? And the last one is the crisis of relationship. I believe the Roma communities and people here in this part of the world can come together and definitely can find out answers to these crises, about which perhaps many sections in the world are not acutely aware.
There are so many questions, so many hypotheses about the Roma people, from where they came in these countries where they are residing now. What was their mother's talk? Which is their land of their forefathers? There are so many hypotheses, but this is clear that there are so many Roma personalities who got international fame in the fields of arts, science, sports, and politics. Among them, artists like Picasso, Solario, comedian like Charlie Chaplin, flamenco dancer Michaela Flora Amaya, Antonio Solario, tennis player Natasha, violinist Janas Bihari, Greek singer Golekiria Kutsola, actors Joel Brynner, Elvis Presley, Oscar winner Michael Caine, and Bob Hoskins. List is quite long. So, Roma people are of international fame in various walks of life. Now we see second scenario. All over the world where Roma people are residing, they were persecuted. They got tortured. And people are facing lot of atrocities all over the world for last 500 years. I will like to quote certain examples about the atrocities which were oppressed there. In 1538, the first anti-Romani legislation was issued in Moravia and Bohemia of Czechoslovakia. In 1541, Ferdinand I, King of Prague, ordered them to be expelled. In 1545, the Diet Augsburg in Germany, in a meeting, they declared that whoever kills a Romani will be guilty of no murder. In 1710, Joseph I ordered that all adult males were to be hanged without trial, whereas women and young males to be flogged and banished forever. In 1530, England issued the Egyptian Act, which banned Romani from entering the country and required those living in the country to leave within 16 days. In 1660, Romanis were prohibited from residence in France by Louis XIV. In 1685, Portugal deported Romani to Brazil. In Germany, during World War II, the Nazis murdered 2 lakh to 5 lakhs Romanis in a genocide. The list is endless. पिछले 1000 वर्षों में भारत की स्थिति बिगड़ गई. भारत की स्थिति बिगड़ी, साइमल्टेनियसली the condition of Roma people also changed. भारत के बाहर रहने वाले उन लोगों की स्थिति भी बदल गई. They were businessmen, they were traders, they were intellectuals, they were genius, and what not they were. They were respected people. They settled there, whether in Athens or in Sparta or in Macedonia or in Babylonia or in Egypt. They were respected people in those days. They were Buddhist before Christ, but the conditions were changed in 1,000 years. So, accordingly, in the changed scenario, in Indian conditions, the conditions of Roma people also changed. So, मेरा कहना ऐसा है कि जैसे जैसे 1000 वर्षों में भारत की परिस्थितियां बदली, रोमा लोगों की परिस्थितियां भी बदल गईं. अपने को इस बात पर गहराई से अध्ययन करना है. रोमा लोग वे लोग हैं जो हर दृष्टि से भारतीय है, भारतीय मूल से गए हैं, भारतीय पूर्वजों के ही लोग हैं. इस भारत की धरती से वे किसी कारण से गए थे, परंपरा से, आचार से, विचार से, व्यवहार से, अपने पूर्वजों से वे भारतीय है. और इसलिए आज वे स्कैटर्ड है, वे परसिक्यूटेड है, वे टॉर्चर्ड है. उनको कोई सिटीजनशिप नहीं है, कोई नेशनलिटी नहीं है. तो दिस इज द ड्यू रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ इंडियन नेशनलिटी ऑल्सो. क्योंकि उनकी कोई नेशनलिटी नहीं है, तो भारत की भी एक जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि उनके बारे में पूरी चिंता करें. मैं चाहता हूं इतिहास के जानकार लोग, जो सोशियोलॉजी के जानकार लोग हैं, जो एंथ्रोपोलॉजी के जानकार लोग हैं, वे इस बारे में गहरा रिसर्च करें, गहरा खोज करें, और वे इस कंक्लूजन पर निकले कि ये लोग अंततोगत्वा भारत से गए हुए लोग हैं. किसी भी कंडीशंस में गए थे, वो कंडीशंस सम्मानजनक थी, अच्छी थी, एक्सेप्ट फ्यू एक्सेप्शंस विथ मुस्लिम इन्वेडर्स. अगर ये भारत के अंदर आए मुस्लिम आक्रमणकारियों के कुछ अपवादों को छोड़ दें, तो बाकी जो लोग गए थे वे सब सम्मानजनक परिस्थितियों में ही गए थे. लेकिन भारत की स्थिति गड़बड़ हो गई. भारत की स्थिति अपने से नीचे गिर गई, इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस में भी, पॉलिटिकल कंडीशंस में भी, राजनीतिक दृष्टि से भी और आर्थिक दृष्टि से भी भारत जब नीचे आ गया, तो साइमल्टेनियसली रोमा लोगों की स्थिति भी गिर गई. और इसलिए आज यह समय है दुनिया भर से आए रोमा लोग अपनी स्थिति के बारे में अच्छे से विचार करें, अपने पूर्वजों के बारे में स्वाभिमान सम्मान के साथ विचार करें. वे पुराने एक महान लीगेसी के लोग हैं, एक महान रेस्पेक्टेबल हेरिटेज के लोग हैं, एक महान उस देश के लोग हैं जिस देश के लिए सोक्रेटिस ने कहा था, पाइथागोरस ने कहा था, प्लेटो, अरिस्टोटल ने यहां से लोगों को बुलाया था. ये उस देश के लोग हैं जो वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी में 30% से ज्यादा का शेयर रखता था. व्यापारी के नाते गए थे, या आर्टिसन के नाते गए थे, या किसी भी कारण से वहां गए थे. और इसलिए अपने को एक ऑनरेबल सोसाइटी इसके रूप में अपने को वहां पर रखना है. एक महान देश से गए हुए लोग हैं. आज सौभाग्य से भारत स्वतंत्र है.
The inauguration was followed by an exhibition focusing on the cultural, linguistic, historical and ethnic connection of Romas with their roots.
ये पूरी कॉन्फ्रेंस जो है वो उन भारतीयों के ऊपर है जो लोग 1000 साल पहले भारत को छोड़ के जिनको जाना पड़ा. आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कि हमारे देश पर बहुत आक्रमण हुए, और जो भी आक्रमणकारी आता था वो अनेक प्रकार से लूटना और शहरों को नष्ट करना, मंदिरों को नष्ट करना, ये सब करता था. लोगों की हत्याएं होती थीं. परंतु जब महमूद गजनबी कन्नौज पहुंचा तो उसने कन्नौज को नष्ट किया, उसको लूटा, परंतु उसके बाद जो है उसने वहाँ के लोगों को मारा नहीं. और वो उनको 46,000 लोगों को अपने साथ ले गया और उसकी इच्छा ये थी कि वो एक बहुत सुंदर राजधानी जैसी कन्नौज है ऐसी एक सुंदर राजधानी अपने लिए बनाएगा जो सारे विश्व में सबसे सुंदर होगी। और इन लोगों को खदेड़ के ज़बरदस्ती उनके घर बार नष्ट करके उनको अपने साथ ले गया। बहुत से लोगों को उसने खुरासान में पहुंचकर बेच दिया, परंतु सब लोग बिके भी नहीं। और क्या हुआ इसकी कोई अच्छी तरह से हमारे पास डेटा नहीं है हिस्टोरिकली कि कितने लोगों को बेचा गया, कितने लोग इधर उधर भटक गए। उसके बाद जो है ये लोग 1000 साल पहले, क्योंकि डेट्स नोन हैं, तो आज हम इस कार्यक्रम को इसी उपलक्ष्य से कर रहे हैं कि 1000 साल पहले जो भारतीय भारत छोड़कर ज़बरदस्ती ले जाए गए वो किन किन देशों में भटकते रहे। और सबसे बड़ी बुरी बात जो है, आज हम बहुत सी मानवाधिकारों की संसार भर में आवाज़ उठाते हैं, परंतु यूरोप के अनेक देशों में ये लोग, ये भारतीय 1000 साल से भटक रहे हैं।
There are a number of theories about their migration from India to Europe, America and other countries. But the main theory is they are from Kannauj and they are from Delhi, they are from Ajmer. They left 1000 years ago. Mahmud Ghaznavi, he is the person who took some soldiers, making them slaves, but they are full of full pride, you know. So, but in due course, they lost all pride and they become slaves, and they were also sold in Ghazni. Of course, there is ABO group also. It has been proved long ago when Dr. Kokonaski used to come to me, live in my house. He was 20 years ago, long ago. He has been to India a number of times. So he proved that they are belonging to ABO group, which is Indian group, and particularly Rajputs of Rajasthan. But the language which I am working even today, that is like aankh, they say yank, kaan for ear, bal for hair, mui for mouth, meja, I go, tu kha, you eat, like this. Many words from Sanskrit, from Hindi, and it is akin to Hindi. I last time recently, when I was in Mauritius, and Sushma Swaraj was the leader of the entire program, and there was Vishwa Hindi Sammelan. Mine was the first paper on the Romani Hindi. So it has been proved sociologically, anthropologically, economic and other, because they say India is Baro Than. Baro means big, Than means Sthan.
They are not Romans, they are Romas. And Romas originated from India, might be 1500 years back, might be 1000, might be 500 years back. And they have settled all over the Europe. They remember their origin. The story of their origin is very much alive. The story of their origin is being told and retold amongst the Roma community all over. Their linguistic connect is strong. Their cultural connect is strong. With the passage of time, 1000 or plus more years have passed. They have converted to Christianity and Islam, and yet they worship Kali. So this is something very precious for us. They remember from which part of India they have originated. Through the stories, through the fables, through the poetry, through the literature, they all mention about Mother India and Kali. So that's how their connection with India is strong. However, there is less awareness and no research in this part of the world within India, within Bharat. However, in Europe, there are many research scholars, established scholars, famous scholars, who have created great resources. These resources have to be shared, studied, and Indian Connect has to be established. Antarashtriya Sahyog Parishad is involved into a regular way, consistently, to engage with Roma scholars and trying to establish a center within the campus of Antarashtriya Sahyog Parishad, and it is called Roma Study and Cultural Relations Center.
Well, this conference is actually one of very strong points and a stand where we, Roma and India, we are making kind of a bridge that actually exists for the centuries. Even from the time when we left sometime in the early 11th century until today, there have been a few very important relations India-Roma. In my younger age, I do remember Indira Gandhi when she visited Europe, when she was very proudly saying that we are the children of India, that we Roma, we are Indians. And I do remember we had very strong conversation at home with my papa, uncles, and so on. Actually, that was the point when I have got kind of a task, family task, to show who we are in public, how we have Indian origin, why we have Indian origin, and how it is possible. You know, Europe is so bad in understanding of this. I have struggled throughout my life to show my Indian origin, and I'm proud of it. Today they know, when I say they, Europeans in general know that yes, I'm Rom, but my origin is India. So this conference is one of, last issues that we are developing. As I said earlier, was in Chandigarh in 1986, where Indira Gandhi was, at that very big meeting. It was the Festival of Romani Culture in Chandigarh. You see, all this happens, but now the seriosity, the relation is much more, has a content, has a definition. In Europe today is very strong neo-fascistic movement, and they attack first Roma. So you see that we are fighting. Actually, they are fighting us, but we don't give up. We go on with various activities. We have Roma Association, cultural clubs. Roma are today members of the parliament, national parliaments. I have read a message from Livia Jaroka, who is vice president of European Parliament, very high level task has. So we are now, I might say in the way, we are in kind of a transition in Europe to get our place with our Indian origin.
Kapena ko yektova amare purane pure nasine chachipelen kai te janen ka amen avidama katari India takana paladova ko pena ta ochto dikamo filmi Raj Kapoor ta jivam chere Jerdam diskusia penam ka chache avas katare India. Ta paladova anga ko desho pandversh avilom ki India.
Indians are treating everybody very well, but I think that they have a little more favor with us. Scientifically, our Indian origin is above any doubt. It is scientifically proved. Now there is no more problem. When we go to Kanauj, the city from where we came, people at the beginning, when we arrived there, we asked them if they had heard of Sultan Mahmud. And they say, yes, we know he kidnapped all the population of the city. He takes them to Afghanistan and then he killed them, he slaughtered them. And we say, no, they went, he didn't slaughter them. They traveled further to Europe, and now we are back. Oh, they say, oh, great, so just sit and have a tea. So it was a very, like if we had left Kanauj 2 weeks back. not 1,000 years back. No, I think that here we feel much more respect than in Europe.
Roma identity is something that we get a lot of questions about. People contact us, and we do a lot of interviews about people that have that struggle with their identity. We have people that, for example, live in Sweden and are a minority as Roma people, but they don't feel entirely Roma, they don't feel entirely Swedish, and the identity is something that we recognize has been a struggle for the Roma people for a very long time in basically every country.
I hope one time it will be the Roma can feel safe in own identity, like India or Swedish or whatever they love to be. But right now it's I don't think it's the time for the Roma, for all the Roma, 20 millions, to say, oh, I am from India.
मैं इंडिया में आई थी क्योंकि ये मेरी मुल्क है, हिंदुस्तानी हूँ, ये हमारा हेरिटेज है, हमारी जिप्सीज का, कि यही है हिंदुस्तान, हमारा इंडिया। तो मैं इधर आई थी हिंदुस्तानी कल्चर, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, डांस और म्यूज़िक, कल्चरल वैल्यूज़ को नर्चर करना चाहती हूँ और मैं अच्छा काम करना चाहती हूँ अच्छी लोग की तरफ। This is for you all, Hindustani people. I love my people. I love my Hindustan. This song is dedicated to you all. अगर तुम मिल जाओ, ज़माना छोड़ देंगे हम. अगर तुम मिल जाओ, तुम्हें पाकर ज़माने भर से रिश्ता तोड़